Okay. How do I look? Well, welcome back. It's been a year. In fact, I pulled up my last YouTube video and it was my walkthrough of going to Alaska. So it is August 11th right now, which is about the day I got home or was out there in Alaska 1 year ago. So I'm officially, or it has officially been 1 year since I have done a video here on the YouTube channel. So where have I been? And let's talk about what's going on and the state of St. Audrey photography and what it looks like moving forward. Let's first talk about Alaska because that was the last thing anybody saw in here. So Alaska was phenomenal, but it kicked the crap out of me. There is no footage, or really almost little to no footage from that whole experience. Part of the reason why was backpack weight. After I had loaded up everything up there in Alaska, got everything ready to go, I literally stopped and picked up my backpack and I realized I had too much stuff. Even though I felt like I had slimmed down everything, at the end of the day, I ended up dropping the GoPro. I ended up dropping the handle for the GoPro, the extra batteries from the GoPro, and I essentially ditched all of that extra weight, shaving off a couple pounds from my backpack. And at the end of the day, it turned it into a very good experience for me to have done that. I was not prepared for Alaska, and I needed to have put in a lot more physical reps, and I struggled while I was up there. Alaska is a doozy. If you want to read my full write-up on the experience, I do have a blog post on my website for you guys to go through to see what it was like to photographing in Alaska. It was a doozy and a half. The goat trail is no joke, a serious adventure, and was beyond what I was expecting, and I was not quite prepared in order to make that experience into an exceptional experience for me. But since that time, a lot of things have happened. One, I have picked up and started joining Nature Photography Collective. And so I am now with NPC with Nick Stover, and I am one of the lead guides here in the Southwest. I run the photography workshops with the Jeeps and generally around the United States. There's a few other photographers who also help out. Murray Livingston, he does a lot of the international stuff and he comes here to the US in the wintertime to help us out with a few photography workshops. And then we have Beth Bilo, who does a lot of her podcasts, and she also does some of the creative retreats here at Nature Photography Collective. And so she does 1 or 2 of those a year as well. Now, let's talk about my photography business and what is going on with that. I have made some general decisions to try to step away from doing art shows on weekends. All right, not weekends, Sundays. Let's be more accurate, Sundays. I'm trying to avoid doing more art shows on Sundays, so I have days off. Oftentimes when I do art shows where I end up doing a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I end up working for, and if it's multiple weeks in a row, I end up working for 20 or 30 days in a row without a day off. And so I am beginning to step away from doing art shows that occur on Sundays. And I have stepped back pretty dramatically from doing art shows in general. So where will you see me in the future? Good places to catch me will be the Tuacahn Saturday Market. Anytime there's a show in Southern Utah that is not on a Sunday, there's a chance I'll be there. You'll still see me at the St. George Art Festival if I get accepted. I'll also still be floating around at a few other locations as well. I might still do Kayenta Art Festival because it's one of the best shows in the region, and it's one of the ways I can reach out to that community. So you'll still see me around on occasion, but I will not be everywhere all the time like I have been in times past. But that does mean I'll be doing a lot more photography workshops. And so if you're interested in joining me on photography workshops, this is a good time to start reaching out and saying hi and getting to know me and getting to see what I do. It's a good opportunity to kind of see how I photograph, and I'll do my best to help you guys. That is the art show side of things and the print style side of things. I'm no longer teaching at Utah Tech University. That's for a variety of reasons, but generally speaking, I was going broke doing it. I loved teaching my photography and biology classes. They were the highlights of my life, but I make more doing print sales and workshops than I do work at the university. So I had to step away so I could focus on these businesses that could end up paying the bills. And so that's the hope, is as I get back into YouTube, you guys can see what I do. Maybe join me on a photography workshop, maybe be interested in buying prints or calendars, and get this up and functioning again. Now, other fun things have happened since this last trip to Alaska. I've been to a bunch of different national parks, and I have many more coming too. So if you're looking for national park images, I got a lot more national parks. I did more images of white sands. I capped off my Alaska photos. And then I also went to Guadalupe National Park, and also we've been back to Moab, I've been back to Capitol Reef, I've been back to Zion, I've been back to Bryce. I've been back to quite a few national parks since my last video, so I have a fairly large increase in portfolio images, in particular around Moab as well. In Canyonlands, I've picked up quite a few images in that regard. So if you're looking for some new images in and around southern Utah and throughout the West, I've got a lot more images that are coming up in that regard. Let's talk about what's coming back up with the channel. So the plan is that the YouTube channel will kick back up, and I'll try to do either weekly videos or every other week and do videos that way. I have mixed feelings about just doing videos and me photographing out and about. I will still do some of those, but I'm going to try to have this mix in a couple different ways. We're going to do a few videos where we talk about why a photo works and why it doesn't. We're going to be doing some travel videos, some vlogs about me photographing out in the wild. We'll see if we'll get those today. We have monsoons that are kicking up all this week. Then we're also going to probably do some small interviews here and there, also on the podcast, or on the YouTube channel. We're going to do a handful of those to help kind of bring in new and different people and hopefully fill out this channel so it has a few more interesting things rather than simply me talking to you through a camera. And so those are some of the things I'm hoping to bring to the channel, and if you would like to learn more or be involved with that would be great. Please feel free to reach out and talk to me. I would really appreciate if you'd like to join me on some of these interviews and some of these image walkthroughs and why an image works or why it doesn't. That's what I'm hoping to do with this channel. I picked up a few things to hopefully make the audio better. I have new lapel mics that will hopefully make this sound better. I still got my Canon, my R5. Maybe if I earn enough money doing this, I'll pick up a second camera for recording. Right now I only have my one main camera, and so that will be the workhorse for a lot of what I do. And from there, the hope is to get back out there in the field more, get out and do some more photographing. I will be around. I'll have more videos coming up. I will be doing more adventures. I'll try to do some more photography. I'll do some more video editing courses. I've got new courses in that regard. I also have the time now to do things like camera club presentations. So if you're somebody who does camera clubs or helps run camera clubs, reach out to me. I can help out with that. So I look forward to seeing everybody again here here on the channel. If you'd like to reach out and say hi, please do so. If you'd like to go check out my new images on my website, please go over to my website and go see what I have going on. If you'd like to see some of my other adventures, you can, follow the links on whatever here. And that will hopefully take you to some of my other adventures. And then in the meantime, I will see you guys in the near future.